Everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I eat in a weekend at work. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. Today is Saturday, February 27th. Tomorrow is the Golden Globes. So today I'm once again working with E, helping with their red carpet shows. So super excited to be working this weekend. Today's rehearsal day. So I'm going to share with you what I eat in this weekend at work. A lot of the meals will be catered, and especially these shows are a lot longer. So my previous what I eat in a day at work was for People's Choice Awards, which is a pretty short show. So I was able to leave early when we got off at 6 p.m. and have my own dinners. These 2 days are a little bit longer since there is a lot more to rehearse, and then tomorrow's show is actually also includes the after show for E, so they are longer days. So it will be a lunch and dinner that's catered. So I'm gonna go out there right now and say that it's probably not gonna be a super keto friendly weekend, considering that the food is catered and I can't leave and get my own food. I can't have other food come. There's no microwave if I were to bring my own factor meal. So it is just catered food, so I don't really have a huge choice. It typically is something relatively healthy, but again, might not be keto, just depending on the vegetables that are with it and things like that. But I will try my best to still eat super healthy. And I'm actually, before I head out, I did pack myself 2 things to have. So this company, Mezcala, actually reached out to me about trying a few of their bars. So they sent me 3. This flavor is the Mexican Chipotle hot chocolate. So it might be a little too much of a kick for me, but I'm super excited to try. So it's made with quinoa and mild chili powder. This is not keto friendly, but it's plant-based protein. It's gluten-free, vegan. So I'm excited to try this out as my snack later on today. That way I don't have to go to Crafty and make a bad choice. And then I also, last night, I hard-boiled 6 eggs in my Instant Pot. It's the only way I can hard-boil an egg. So I'm gonna take 2 of them with me today. And I also have my vitamins in my backpack because some of them I like taking with food, or else I feel a little just like queasy in the stomach. So I'm gonna have these. I'm not gonna eat them right away. I'll probably wait until 11-ish, but it also depends on what time our lunch is at. But this is how I will break my fast. I'll have these out away from people in an open air environment because safety protocols, and also I don't want to be the person with the hard-boiled eggs, even though I am. So I'll have these so I can take my vitamins. And before I head out, I'm finishing up my matcha. It's from Tangle. It's the chai tea flavor. Put a little bit of almond milk in that. So I'm just gonna finish that up and then head out to rehearsal day. And we'll see how food goes. So happy Globes weekend. It is almost 7 p.m. and I'm back home from work. We got off a little bit earlier than anticipated today. So for lunch, the 2 options that they had, so it was actually catered by the hotel, not by an outside catering company, which I've had a few good like outside catering companies come to different shows and different things that I'm working on that have been pretty good. But because the Golden Globes are at the Beverly Hilton, they catered it. So their 2 options for lunch were pasta and veggies or pasta and chicken. And I asked them, I was like, but they're both pasta. And he said yes. So even if I weren't doing keto, like I can't have pasta. Thankfully, it is just a gluten sensitivity. I'm not celiac because that would have been really, really tough. I went with the chicken and pasta. Didn't eat the pasta. I picked out some carrots that were in there. They're like 3 little tiny carrot circles that I got. Ate the chicken. It was actually pretty juicy and flavorful, but that was all that my lunch was. So that was a little bit of a bummer. And then I didn't film it, but I went to Crafty after and just got like a fruit cup. It said fruit cup, so I thought that it would have been like a prepared like different fruits in a little canister that Crafty put together, but it was just a Dole fruit cup with pineapple and papaya. So not my favorite choice because it does have that fruit juice, which is just super sugary versus just a cup of fruit that they would have put together. So not the best choice, but I did eat it. And considering that I didn't eat the pasta and I only had chicken for lunch, I could have easily made it an all keto day since I did have eggs for breakfast. And then around 4 p.m. I did have that mezcal quinoa bar. It wasn't as Mexican chocolatey as I would think in terms of like the spice level, like that. It is almost 7 p.m. and I'm back home from work. We got off a little bit earlier than anticipated today. So for lunch, the two options that they had, so it was actually catered by the hotel, not by an outside catering company, which I've had a few good like outside catering companies come to. So my dinner is served. I'm having one of the Factor meals. It's the pork tenderloin with green peppercorn sauce. It is 13 net carbs. It's pasture-raised pork tenderloin, house-made creamy peppercorn sauce, and celery root and organic cauliflower mash. And it's honestly one of my favorite Factor meals. This last week I got this one and another one, so I got two in my box. The pork tenderloin is amazing, and the cauliflower mash, because it has that celery root in it, isn't just like straight up cauliflower, which sometimes can be a little bit bland. Like it is so good. And usually I'm not like a huge green bean person. I feel like they're like a lazy side vegetable, but with this whole situation, I'm a big fan. So I'm going to dig into this one, and that will be my dinner. Today is Sunday, it is show day, so I'm about to head out to work, but because once I get there, right at 9:30, I'm starting to work, whereas yesterday we were starting things, but I wasn't necessarily working, so I was able to step aside and have my hard-boiled eggs outside. Because today, right when I get in, we're pretty much starting, I figured I'd rather eat my food here, and then I can also just take the rest of my vitamins that I like taking with food. So I have 2 hard-boiled eggs. I put some salt and pepper on them, as well as some of the Brightland Alive olive oil. So just drizzled that on there, give you some nice extra healthy fats. Today we are getting a lunch and dinner at the hotel, so hopefully it's better than yesterday's lunch where I only eat chicken, but at the same time, now I know like, okay, like there's still something I can eat. So just gonna try to make my healthiest decisions, maybe just have a little bit extra coffee to like curb the hunger in case food is bad again. So we'll see about the food. Going to have my breakfast right now before I head out, and the mezcala bar that I'm packing with me today as my snack, which I'll probably have between lunch, because I think that's going to be around 12, and dinner, which will be when the actual show is, which is usually like 6:30. So as a little snack, if I do get hungry around like 3 or 4, will be another one of the mezcala plant protein bars. This flavor is Japanese matcha vanilla with amaranth and Himalayan pink salt. Again, 10 grams of protein, not keto because it only has 6 grams of fat and it has 18 net carbs. So a little on the carb side, but again, it's all healthy, gluten-free, vegan. So I'm super excited for this flavor. Like I said, the Mexican like smoky one wasn't as spicy or like hot as I anticipated, which was nice. And then previously when I first got them in the mail, I did try the peanut butter one, which I'm usually not a peanut butter person. I used to love peanut butter growing up, and as soon as I made the switch to almond butter, I went to go eat something with peanut butter after only eating almond butter for like a year and a half. And I anticipated it to taste like almond butter, and when it didn't, I was like, ew. So ever since like becoming an almond person, peanuts and peanut butter is just like not my jam. So I was a little iffy about that flavor, but I surprisingly like really liked it for it being peanut butter. So that one was good. Yesterday's was good. Not my favorite in terms of just like that kick. And this one I'm really looking forward to. I feel like this one might be my favorite. So going to pack that, have my eggs, and off to work I go. It is now 9:45. I'm back at my place. I immediately put on my PJs, so now I'm in my PJs. But we wrapped at 9 p.m. I hate driving after 9, so I FaceTimed Austin on my drive back. So it's like 30 minutes just to like keep my brain up a little bit. So now I'm back here. Just need to take off my makeup and go to bed. But really quickly for lunch today, so it was either steak fajitas, chicken fajitas, or mushroom fajitas. When I went up there like pretty early for lunch, he said they didn't have any mushrooms, so he was like steak or chicken, no mushroom. I would have liked the mushroom, but I ended up going with chicken just because I felt like it would probably be okay. So it was like chicken with bell peppers, and it wasn't amazing, but it was fajitas. On the side was beans and corn, and then it had 3 corn tortillas, which I actually wasn't sure, and I asked the guy if they were corn or flours, and he was like, I don't know, corn. Okay, that's not convincing. So I literally took a photo, sent it to my mom. I was like, what are these, corn or flour? She said they look like white corn. So I was able to eat them because I was super worried that they were flour, and I'm like, I would have liked the tortilla to make it better. So thankfully they were corn, tasted fine, not an A+ thing. And then I also got popcorn as my side. So I was like, okay, popcorn, corn tortillas, corn beans, which I didn't eat a lot of the corn beans just because I was like, but put some of the chicken in the corn tortillas and ate that, and it was okay. It was probably, out of all the meals we had this weekend catered, the best one, and it was not that great. And then after that, I just had another iced coffee to kind of just like push my hunger off so I wasn't like starving and wanted to like go get a bunch of snacks. And then finally at 5, we had our dinner, which was, so you either got vegetables, chicken, couscous, or just vegetables and couscous. So I went with chicken. So it's chicken, couscous that had like some lentils in it, and then 3 carrots, which I thought would be a lot more vegetables. I Googled to make sure that couscous was gluten-free, and it's not. So I scraped all the couscous off of my chicken, ate the chicken, which was okay. The seasoning on it was not good, but the chicken itself was like juicy. It was a good sized piece of chicken. And then I had the 3 carrots, which were also just like not great. I was like, I don't know how you can screw up a carrot, because carrots are pretty good. These 3 carrots were not pretty good. So then I had that, and I had salted almonds. That was my appetizer. Because again, no salads, nothing, just salted almonds and popcorn for appetizers. So that was my dinner around 5:30. And then around 7:30, because again, I was there until 9, I had the Mezcal Matcha Vanilla Protein Bar, and that was so good. This morning, I anticipated it being my favorite flavor out of the 3, and I was right. Best flavor, hands down, so amazing. Again, I don't know how often I would buy those since they are higher carb, and I do keto most of the time, but very good. And if you aren't doing keto and you do want to try those bars, that one is hands down my absolute favorite. Again, they're available at Erewhon, so really into that. And that is what I ate in this weekend at work. Again, I'm going to go wash my face off, read a little bit, go to bed, and start the week off fresh and do it again in a couple of weeks. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you like to eat at work and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one,